There comes a moment in every life when the weight inside the heart becomes heavier than anything happening on the outside. You can be surrounded by people and still feel alone. You can be blessed in many ways and still feel unsettled. You can be doing everything right and still feel that something inside your soul is trembling quietly beneath the surface. When the mind is restless, when the heart is anxious, when sleep feels shallow and thoughts feel loud, there is one truth you must come back to again and again. The peace you need comes only from God, not from circumstances, not from control, not from answers, not from the removal of problems, not from people. Only from Him. There is a peace the world can imitate, but only God can give a peace that reaches the deepest parts of you, the parts you don't show, the parts you don't talk about, the parts you don't know how to fix. Jesus said in John 14:27, "Peace I leave with you, my peace I give to you. Not as the world gives do I give you. The world gives temporary relief. God gives permanent rest. The world gives distraction. God gives restoration. The world calms the surface. God heals the center." And maybe lately your spirit has been calling for that deeper peace. Maybe worry has been taking too much space in your mind. Maybe the pressure of daily life has become heavier than you expected. Maybe you've been trying to stay strong, trying to keep going, trying to hold everything together, but inside, the restlessness keeps growing, the racing thoughts, the fears about tomorrow, the questions you can't answer, the emotions you don't fully understand, the silence at night when everything becomes louder in your mind. But listen closely. God has peace prepared for you, a peace that does not depend on anything around you, only on the one within you, a peace that guards your heart like a shield, a peace that quiets storms you cannot, a peace that calms your breathing, softens your shoulders, stills your mind, and fills the empty places that have been aching for comfort. Philippians 4:7 says, "And the peace of God, which surpasses all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus." That means the peace God gives is stronger than logic, stronger than fear, stronger than pressure, stronger than anything trying to shake you. It doesn't come from understanding the situation, it comes from trusting the Savior who holds the situation. And sometimes God allows your heart to feel unsettled, not to harm you, but to call you closer. Restlessness is often the signal that your soul needs Him. Anxiety is often the reminder that you've been carrying what He wants to carry for you. Worry is often the indicator that your heart has drifted from the place of surrender into the place of self-reliance. God is not punishing you, He is inviting you into closeness, inviting you into quietness, inviting you into His presence, where peace flows like a river. Isaiah 26:3 says, "You will keep in perfect peace those whose minds are stayed on you, because they trust in you." Perfect peace doesn't come from perfect circumstances. Perfect peace comes from perfect focus, focusing on God instead of the problem, focusing on His promises instead of your fears, focusing on His faithfulness instead of your uncertainty. And maybe that's what God is whispering to you right now. Come back to me, rest in me, look to me, stop trying to fight everything alone, stop trying to solve every detail, stop trying to control what only I can handle. Let me quiet your heart. Let me steady your mind. Let me carry what is too heavy for you. Peace begins the moment you stop trying to create it yourself. Because the peace you need isn't earned, it's received. It's not the result of effort, but the result of surrender. It's not found in running, it's found in resting. God doesn't give peace as a reward for strength. He gives peace as comfort for weakness. And right now, you don't need to be stronger. You don't need to understand everything. You don't need to have the answers. You don't need to pretend you're okay. You just need to let God be God. Let Him settle the storm within you. Let Him breathe calm into your spirit. Let Him place peace where worry has been living. Let Him soften the fear you've been carrying. You don't have to hide your heaviness from Him. You don't have to mask your exhaustion. You don't have to pretend your heart isn't trembling. Because the one who formed your heart knows exactly how to restore it. And right now, He is gently drawing you closer to Him, inviting you into the peace you've been missing, the peace you've been craving, the peace that only His presence can give. There is a moment when your soul finally admits, "I can't keep carrying this." And that confession is not weakness, it's the doorway to peace. God never asked you to hold everything. He never asked you to solve everything. He never asked you to make life work on your own strength. That pressure didn't come from Him. It came from fear, from expectation, from past wounds, from the belief that everything depends on you. But God's peace begins where your self-dependence ends. Sometimes God will allow you to reach the end of your own strength so that you finally rest in His. Sometimes He lets the noise inside become loud enough that you're pushed into silence with Him. Sometimes He lets you feel the weight so you learn to give it to Him instead of trying to carry it forever. Psalm 55:22 says, "Cast your burden on the Lord, and He will sustain you." That word cast isn't gentle. It means to throw, to release completely, to let go with force. God doesn't want you to slowly roll your worries toward Him. He wants you to throw your anxiety onto His shoulders because His shoulders are strong enough to hold what yours cannot. And you know this, you felt the exhaustion of overthinking. You felt the heaviness of carrying too much for too long. You felt the tightness in your chest, the weight in your heart, the fear that wakes you in the night. You felt the pressure to stay strong when you're tired, to smile when you're hurting, to keep moving when everything inside you wants to stop. But God sees you. He knows. He understands the depth of what you carry. His peace does not come from ignoring reality. It comes from entrusting reality to Him. God never asked you to pretend life is easy. He asked you to trust Him when life isn't. He asked you to come to Him when you're weary. He asked you to rest in Him when you're overwhelmed. Jesus said in Matthew 11:28, "Come to me, all who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest." Not might give you rest, will give you rest, but rest requires closeness. Peace requires proximity. The reason peace feels far is often because your thoughts have wandered far from Him. You've been listening to fear more than faith. You've been trusting your worries more than His word. You've been imagining worst-case scenarios instead of remembering God's faithfulness. But tonight, right now in this moment, God is calling you back to stillness, back to surrender, back to dependence, back to the place where His peace becomes your strength, where His presence becomes your anchor, where His voice quiets everything else around you. And maybe your heart has been saying, "Lord, I just want to feel your peace again. I'm tired of these anxieties. I'm tired of this heaviness. I'm tired of trying to figure everything out. I need you." And God hears that whisper. He has not ignored a single word you prayed in silence. He has not missed a single tear. He has not overlooked a single fear. His peace is not delayed. It is being delivered to the exact place inside you that needs it most. Peace comes when your heart finally slows down in His presence, when your mind stops running ahead, when your spirit remembers that God is still in control, when you realize you don't have to manage the future, you just have to walk with the One who already holds it. Psalm 46:10 says, "Be still and know that I am God." That means, stop striving, stop fearing, stop trying to predict every outcome. Stop carrying what I promised to carry for you. Be still. Let me work. Let me lead. Let me strengthen you again. Because you cannot receive peace while holding on to control. You cannot receive rest while gripping your worries. You cannot receive calm while clinging to the fear. Peace is always found on the other side of release. And God is gently telling you right now, give me the burden. Give me the fear. Give me the timeline. Give me the pressure. Give me the pieces of your heart you don't know how to fix. You don't have to understand. You don't have to see the solution. You just have to rest in my presence. The peace you need is not far away. It is closer than your next breath. Because God Himself is near. He is with you. He is surrounding you. He is holding you. He is calming you. And in this very moment, even if you don't feel it yet, He is placing His peace over your heart like a warm blanket settling over cold shoulders, gently quieting everything inside you that has been restless. Peace is not the absence of storms. It is the presence of God within the storm. It is not the guarantee that everything will turn out exactly the way you imagine. It is the calm assurance that God will be faithful no matter how things unfold. When God gives peace, He is not promising a life without struggle. He is promising a heart that remains steady in the middle of struggle. And that kind of peace is something no circumstance can take from you. You see, the peace you need has never depended on your surroundings. It has always depended on your shepherd. Psalm 23 reminds you, "The Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want." That means peace comes from guidance, not from predictability, from His voice, not from your plans, from His presence, not from your understanding. And sometimes God leads you through seasons that feel uncomfortable because He is teaching you to recognize His peace, even when life does not feel peaceful. Many times, God strengthens your peace not by removing the storm, but by showing you that the storm has no power over you while He stands beside you. The waves may rise, but they cannot drown you. The winds may blow, but they cannot move you. The darkness may intimidate, but it cannot consume you. Because God Himself is your light, your anchor, your stability, and your peace. When Jesus stood in the boat with His disciples, the storm did not stop instantly. It kept raging. The waves kept rising. The boat kept shaking. The disciples panicked, but Jesus rested. Not because the situation was calm, but because His heart was aligned with the Father. True peace is not the quiet of the sea. True peace is the stillness of the soul. And when Jesus finally spoke, "Peace, be still," the storm bowed to His authority. Your storm will bow too, not because you are strong, but because He is with you. And maybe right now, God is whispering that same reminder to you. You are not alone in this storm. I am right here with you. You don't have to fear the waves. You don't have to fear what comes next. Nothing is stronger than my presence, and nothing can outrun my peace. Isaiah 41:10 says, "Do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God." That is the foundation of peace. He is with you, not just watching you, not just near you, not just aware of what you're facing, but actively strengthening you. This peace God gives you is not fragile. It does not break under pressure. It does not disappear in uncertainty. It does not fade when life becomes complicated. God's peace is built to carry you through the hardest days, to stabilize you in the deepest valleys, to remind you that even when everything feels uncertain, God is still in complete control. But for peace to grow, your heart must learn to listen. Peace often enters quietly, gently. In the small moments, the prayer whispered in exhaustion, the breath you finally release after holding it in too long, the reminder of a verse you memorized years ago, the stillness that settles when you simply say, "Lord, I trust you." Trust is the soil where peace grows. Surrender is the doorway where peace enters. Rest is the place where peace stays. Sometimes the greatest act of faith is not doing more, but being still long enough for God to fill your heart again. Peace cannot reach you when your mind is racing ahead of God. Peace cannot settle when fear is speaking louder than His promises. Peace cannot stay when you are trying to control what only God can handle. But when you slow down, when you breathe, when you turn your focus back toward Him, peace begins to rise inside you like a quiet river. And I want you to know God's peace is on its way to you even now. You may not feel it yet, but it is coming. God has not forgotten your heart. He has not ignored your prayers. He has not overlooked your worries. He is working in the unseen places. He is calming what you cannot see. He is restoring what you thought was beyond repair. His peace is arriving slowly, steadily, softly, like morning light breaking through a long night. So right now, let your heart quiet down. You don't have to rush. You don't have to figure out the future. You don't have to fight every battle tonight. You just have to breathe in His presence. God is with you. And where God is, peace always follows. Let your soul rest in this truth. You are safe in His hands. You